Okay, today I want us to consider an exam type question. And the question is on the screen. If 5 raised to the power p equals 7, 7 raised to the power q equal 81, 9 raised to the power r equal 25. Find p times q times r. So let me pause for a while. Can you try this by yourself? Can you do this by yourself? Well, I'm going to explain the solution today. Okay, what do we do when we see a question like this? The first thing we're going to do is we'll pick this one. That is 5 raised to the power of p is equal to what? 7. Now let me now tell you something. Now, look at this thing very well. I can write this back all in a bracket raised to the power q. And I can do the same thing here. 7 all in the bracket raised to the power of q. This is correct from the law of indices because what I did on the left, I'm doing it on the right. So this is very correct, okay? Remember, raise this to power q and raise this to power q, and you have this. What do you notice now? This becomes what? It becomes 5 raised to power what? pq, because in the law of indices, you can multiply these powers, the one in and the one out. You have this, okay? All right. Now, what about this side? Do you notice that this is actually 81? So I can replace 7 raised to the power q with what? 81. So I think that one is already solved. Let me say it again. This side is actually what? 81. So I can remove this and put what? 81. So let me put this in the box. So this is where we are now. So let me pause again. So I don't want to rush the material. Now up to this level, what did I do? I raised this side to raised to power q and this side raised to power q. Both of them have the same powers. Then power in and power out can multiply. From law of indices, I have pq, and this one is 7 raised to the power q. But 7 raised to the power q is 81, so I have this. I think I can continue now. So from here, what do I do again? Watch. Now, you will notice I have pq, right? But guess what? The question says find what? pq times what? R. That means r is missing here. So what do you think I'm going to do? Watch. I'm going to write 5 raised to the power of p q. Okay, sorry, let me use another marker. I'm going to write 5 raised to the power of pq like this, right? Is equal to what? 81. Now, I have pq, but I'm looking for pqr. So what I will do is this. I will raise this to power r. I will raise this to what? To power r. Guess what? This becomes 5 raised to the power what? pqr. So I have this is equal to, what about this side? Now, 81 is 9 raised to the power of 2. Because 9 squared is 81 in mathematics. Then this one is raised to the power of what? R. I think at this junction you are saying something. Okay. Now, do you know from the law of indices? Let's bring this up here. Now, we have 5 raised to the power what? PQR. So here is what? PQR is equal to what? We have 9 raised to the power of 2. Then we have R. Remember, we start from here. 81 is 9 squared, and that's why I have 10. Now, what do you think will happen from here? Let me explain. From the law of indices, let me just write this down. Recall, from the law of indices, when you have a raised to the power m, then raised to the power of n, you are allowed to do something. The power inside can go out, and the one out can go in. So you can have n, then you can have n. I mean, they are the same thing. So the power inside can go, and the one out can come inside. So let me do the same thing here. So this will become what? 9. R can go in, and this can go out. So I think we understand it up to this level. So let me clear this off for space. So what I have now is what? 5 raised to the power what? PQR is equal to, what is this? Now, do you remember that 9 raised to the power R is actually what? 25. So I can remove 9 raised to the power R and put 25 here. Can you see? Then square. Okay, I think you know what I want to do now, because 25 can be written in base 5. So this is 5 raised to the power what? PQR. What is 25? 5 raised to the power 2. Then all raised to the power 2. Remember, 5 squared is what? 25. So let me pause for a while. From here, I can cancel this. That means PQR is equal to 2 times 2. What would that give you? 4. Now we've gotten the answer. We've gotten 4. So I want to believe that this question was worth the time. And if you still don't understand it, you're free to pass a comment in the comment section. And I'm going to give similar questions like this in my next video. And I want to believe that this session was worth the time. So I'm going to see you again in the next video. For now, thank you and bye.